Welcome to the First Five, where we flip the script, find God in real life, and get your soul fed in just 5 minutes flat. No fluff, no filters, just straight truth that hits different. And trust me, heaven's got something to say today. This is word that walks with you to work, rides with you in traffic, and sits right in the middle of your living room chaos. So whether you're sipping coffee, scrolling before the kids wake up, or just trying to get your mind right for the day, lock in. 5 minutes, one word, all fire. Let's flow. Good morning, family. It's Friday. And here's your reminder. Not everything that looks safe is safe. And not every challenge is meant to defeat you. God didn't call you to be clueless. He calls you to be covered and discerning. So let's get into it. This is your first 5. 5 minutes, one word, let's flow. So listen, have you ever bitten into what you thought was chocolate chip only to realize mid-chew it was raisin? You trusted the look, you assumed the vibe, and suddenly betrayal. Okay, betrayal, right? Jesus basically says, don't live your faith like that. He tells the disciples, I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. Translation, everything smiling at you isn't safe, and everything dangerous looking isn't your enemy either. Teens, like trusting a friend who screenshots your texts? Ew. Millennials, like a job with great vibes and toxic culture? No, thank you. Elders, like knowing when a handshake doesn't match the eyes. I'm watching you. Okay, so I titled today's message, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Jesus says in Matthew 10:16, I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. This is a commission, not a warning to retreat. Jesus doesn't cancel the mission because of danger. He clarifies the posture, wisdom and innocence, discernment without deceit. Our culture swings between two extremes, naive optimism, everyone's good, just trust. Cynical suspicion. Everyone's fake, trust nobody. Jesus offers a third way, spirit-led discernment. So let's talk truth. Discernment is not distrust. Jesus sends his disciples into hostile territory, fully aware of the risk. Religious councils, political courts, even betrayal within families. Yet notice what he does not say. He does not tell them to grow suspicious, bitter, or closed off. Instead, he calls them to discernment, a spirit-shaped way of seeing clearly without becoming cynical. This is crucial. Discernment is about wisdom, not withdrawal. Jesus models a faith that is open-hearted, but not naive, compassionate, but not careless. Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. To guard the heart is not to build walls. It is to steward what God has entrusted to you. A guarded heart is still soft. It's just not unprotected. Truth, you can love people deeply without letting them determine your direction. Jesus loved Judas, but he didn't hand him the keys. It's like locking your doors at night, not because you hate your neighbors, but because you value what's inside your home. Discernment says, I care enough to protect what God is growing in me. Some of us don't need harder hearts. We need clearer vision. Discernment helps you stay loving without being led astray. And my second point, the gospel will make you a target. Jesus does not sugarcoat the cost of following him. You will be hated because of me, not because you're rude, not because you're reckless, but because light disrupts what darkness depends on. The gospel doesn't just comfort, it confronts. And when truth walks into spaces built on lies, resistance is inevitable. John 3:20, light exposes what prefers to remain hidden. And 2 Timothy 3:12, faithfulness, not foolishness, invites opposition. Culture says blend in, stay neutral, don't rock the boat. Christ says, stand firm, I'll stand with you. We live in a world that rewards silence, celebrates convenience, and baptizes comfort as wisdom. But the gospel calls us to holy disruption, not arrogance, not aggression, but courage rooted in love. It's like being the only sober person in the room. You don't have to say a word. Your presence already changes the atmosphere. That discomfort others feel, that's conviction brushing up against clarity. And lastly, the Spirit will speak for you. Jesus ends with a promise that should settle every anxious heart. It will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. This is not a call to unpreparedness. It's an invitation to dependence. God does not require perfect words. He supplies timely ones. The disciples were not trained rhetoricians or power brokers. Yet, when the moment came, the Spirit translated their faith into courage, clarity, and conviction. Acts 4:13, ordinary people spoke with extraordinary boldness. And Luke 12:12, the Spirit teaches us what to say when it matters most. Teens, you don't have to clap back. God's got your words and your witness. Millennials, you don't have to self-protect. Discernment is protection. Elders, your wisdom is spirit trained. Don't go quiet now. The church needs your voice. The Spirit doesn't just give you words, He gives you presence. Sometimes what speaks loudest is your peace, your restraint, your refusal to become what opposes you. Oof. Where has God been asking you to open your eyes, not your fist? Is He calling you to respond with wisdom instead of reaction, courage instead of control? And where do you need to practice being both wise and loving without shrinking or hardening your heart? And our prayer for today, Lord, give me eyes to see clearly and a heart to stay soft. Teach me to walk wisely without losing my witness. When I face resistance, remind me you sent me and you're with me. Amen. Before reacting, ask, is this fear or discernment? Then move in wisdom. Well, there you have it. That was your first 5. Now go live it. 5 minutes, 1 word, all fire. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, God didn't send you clueless. He sent you covered. I'll see you back here in the morning.